This is Nashville. Welcome to the Transperfect Music City Bowl as part of Capital One Bowl Mania. And how about this weather? The temperature is in the 60s on the last Monday in December as the 8-4 Iowa Hawkeyes meet number 19 Missouri. Hawkeyes head coach Kirk Ferentz, with a win today, has more Big Ten wins than any coach ever coming from that conference. Be one more than Woody Hayes, but he has to beat one of the top 20 teams in all of college football, the Missouri Tigers.
As well.
We were supposed to get these two teams 4 years ago, but COVID canceled the game, so we get to see Missouri and Iowa play in the 2024 Music City Bowl, the 26th edition. Iowa won the toss but deferred, so Mizzou will get it first. Two teams have only played once since 1910. Here comes Marquis Johnson from 5 yards out. That was a mistake, but there's a flag that comes in at the end of the play. No Luther Burden, no Brett Norfleet today, no Armand Minbu. Pockets collapsing. Cook does a lot of this all year, takes off and finds a way to get the first down. Leaving the backfield, Cook looking at the middle of the field, takes off, tackled short of the line to gain at the 28-yard line.
Brady Cook to unleash. The protection's actually held up rather well, but Cook's got to do something with it. He can't hold it all day.
Luke Bauer will punt for Missouri to one of the most dangerous returners in the country in Caden Weegan. And it goes into the Iowa bench. Missouri has one of the best third down defenses in the country. Third in the nation in getting off the field on this down. On 3rd and 4, drifting back. And it's caught. That's Addison Astringa as Sullivan drifted back and found him in stride. A 29-yard pickup to the big tight end. Because he was bending Matt Stinchcomb's ear about his availability in this game today. Jackson gets out of the pocket. You said it. He does this so well. Been doing it all year. And stepped out at the perfect time to get the first down to the 25-yard line. Astringa moving here pre-snap. Sullivan looking that way, pumps across the middle of the field. Another good ball inside the 15 to Jarriett Bowie. He's been sensational when they get inside the 20. Keeps it, throws it, caught. As you watch this one more time, perfect ball there as Bowie's the only one that can make a play on it. There's a toss ahead and a good cut and a touchdown. Terrell Washington. Hawkeyes score first.
Really well blocked at the point of attack. Do a great job of sealing inside, getting the perimeter blocks.
But these bowl games and the experiences the kids get is something that both of these coaches are cherishing, especially in Nashville, such a beautiful town. Johnson again coming and again getting hit before the 15-yard line. 6 minutes to go, first quarter. Cook standing tall, surveying, nothing open. Down he goes. 46% conversion rate. Cook complete, squeezed it in there to Johnson, and Marquis down at the 35.
Well placed for Johnson.
Tigers going quickly. Cook looks downfield, throws again. Weiss sitting down in a soft spot near the 15. Receivers stacked to the top of your screen. Cook looking that way to the end zone. Touchdown, Weiss.
Well, the question was, what is Missouri going to do without Luther Burden? They're going to keep pumping the football downfield to Theo Weiss.
Everyone wearing black and yellow. Hard to tell who's cheering for who out there in the stands today. Two teams tied at 7, and here comes Caden Weegan. A dangerous return man. Tiptoes the sideline. One man to beat. Goodbye. He He already had the most return yards of anyone in the country. There's 100 more.
One surefire way to do it. Put him back there to return kicks. He's twitchy. He leaves everybody in the dust, and the Hawkeyes are up 7. Changing the play once the defense declares.
Cook, design run here, calls his own number, and he gives himself up right as he's leveled by Wampa, and there comes the flag.
Right. Yeah. I have a hard time. You can't really fault the defender, right? He's already committed right here. Although I'll tell you what, in slow motion it looks a little bit worse. But Cook was clearly giving himself up. As you see him, he's clearly down before the contact was made. It did look like Wampa was trying to turn into that hit versus targeting his head. Regardless, good call by the officials. Another nice play adjustment by Brady Cook. As you mentioned, called his own number.
10-yard rush, 15-yard penalty. Now on the reverse, the Hawkeyes snip this one out. Johnson loses yardage in the backfield there. Pressure holds up. Cook delivers a perfect ball to Weiss, and it's first down inside the 20. Fake to Carroll, looking over the top, throws to the corner. Wide open is Johnson for the touchdown. Marquis gets lost behind the secondary, and that's his first touchdown of the season.
But still, they figured it out. Last 2 possessions, they go right down the field, and Johnson finds his way in the end zone again. And Brady Cook, he's in the kitchen, man. He's cooking it up right now.
21 Iowa tight ends since Kirk Ferentz took over as the Iowa head coach. Incredible. Good ball there from Sullivan on a pattern right into the Hawkeye bench. Washington sees pressure, throws wide of his intended target, Ostrenga. Cook in the middle, Johnson again, past the 20 for another Missouri first down. Fake the toss, first down and more past the 40, Alyssa. Cook is operated from a clean pocket most of this game. Doesn't like what he sees down the field and twists up near the 50. As time, throws downfield and again incomplete. Overshooting Weiss. It's fourth down.
A couple of key miscues in the passing game.
Bauer's first punt traveled 43 yards. He'll try to pin Iowa deep. This is over Weegen's head. And a nice little side spin out of bounds inside the 10. Jennings Dunker is back at right tackle today. No Logan Jones at center. He broke his hand. And Tyler Ellsbury snaps the ball to him. Moulton gets free. Makes a couple man miss and is inside the 5. 38-yard run to set up the Hawkeyes outside the 3. Bad snap. Sullivan's lucky to get that ball back as he took a lick from Caleb Flagg.
Well, you just talked about it, Taylor. There's a scrum after this one. Did you see the Hawkeye offensive line going in there to clean up their quarterback? The shot that was taken while he was trying to recover the football. It did not look, at least that look at it, didn't look like it was to the head or neck while Sullivan was trying to regain possession. Loose ball down there trying to gain possession of it.
That's a tough one because Flagg is not trying to necessarily tackle Sullivan. He's going for the football.
I'm not sure I see crown of the helmet. He does lower his head, but the contact looked like it was actually made just above his face mask. They're looking to come away with 6.
Sullivan takes the good snap there. Nothing open, running around, headed towards the end zone. Hesitates, stays on his feet. Sullivan scores at the goal line. They mark him short initially here. One official came in raising both hands, but no, just one hand on a Fran Tarkenton, Archie Manning type move.
Missouri takes its final timeout of the half. Please just set the game clock to 55 seconds, 0-5-5. Thank you.
Get in here, that's the question. How about this play?
Well, again, the protection is there. Missouri only brought 4, and Sullivan said, I'll go on my own. Estrenga says, I'm blocking for you, and he says, oh, I ran out of room. Let me just reverse field. That ball was in his right arm as he was leaning towards the goal line. Boom.
Yep.
Great job of defending the goal line. A heck of a job improvising by Sullivan.
Hands to Moulton. Moulton. Yes, touchdown. These Iowa returners. And Weegan will go get it on the other side of the field from the 1. And he's wrestled down past the 30-yard line. Instead, it's 2nd and 4. And a toss to Patterson. And a first down run and daylight into the Mizzou secondary and into their territory down near the 42. Sullivan rolling and throwing into the bench. 4th down. Took over for Torrey Taylor, who's now with the Bears, trying to pin Mizzou deep here. And he does just that. Perfect.
Legal formation, kicking team, more than 4 plays in the backfield. 5-yard penalty, replay, 4th down.
Ooh.
So you're going to have to do it again. Conversation with the officials going on.
Well, one thing I can figure is this would be number 7 right here. I guess they're saying that he wasn't up on the line of scrimmage, so you end up with 5 in the backfield.
Weiss' spot on the field, young player from Destrehan, Louisiana. Brady Cook operates from his end zone, finds blood up near the 29-yard line. Bauer with his 4th punt.
Wow.
Weegan has to drift all the way back to the 15 on a boomer. Reverses course, does it again. And is past the 30-yard line and takes a hit on the sideline. Here comes 15 more. Down the field on kickoff or punt?
No, sir. And you really didn't want to do it on interceptions either, right? Big guy just going down there hustling up, just didn't time it up right. Not something they find themselves doing very often.
Sullivan, another bad snap.
Yeah.
He just dives on this one again.
Yeah.
Hawkeyes playing without Logan Jones. Broke his hand in practice last week.
Usually their target is Gills in the slot.
Sullivan has plenty of time, throws underneath. Broken tackle, first down, Jacob Gill. 4-yard completion on that last play.
Right there.
Fake to Moulton over the top, tried to wedge it in there, and Sullivan's lucky. Corey Flagg was right there and wanted that one.
Now, we've seen roughing the passer. It was incompletions, and you know what they're going to say here is why extend and push him right there. I got to say, I actually have less of a problem with this call, even though it's not a violent hit, than I do the last one. You have to know that's the type of play that gets called now.
Moulton burst through the middle, down to the 10. Sullivan pressured, sacked. Back near the 20, there's Johnny Walker. 38-yard try for Drew Stevens, who's been perfect inside 50 this year. Cook has time to throw. Great ball and an out route to Blood. And this time he makes the grab. A first down up to the 42, a 17-yard pickup. He's going to have to get going again with his arm and with his legs. Mizzou's going to mount the comeback. Fake to Roberts. Throws the deep ball. Got a man down there. Johnson. What a catch.
That ball hung up. It was underthrown. It looked like there was a real chance for Deshaun Lee to undercut that throw instead.
Nissan Stadium making that grab for 44 yards. Cook now one-on-one ball, back shoulder to Johnson. Perfectly thrown, perfectly caught, 1st and goal. That's Roberts next to Cook on a 2nd and goal from the 4. Handoff to Manning. Manning, touchdown. Three-point game. Weegan took it the distance from that exact spot earlier. This time they wrap him up just past the 20. These two teams played 13 times up until 1910. Only once in the last 114 years. Watch out, Jazzy and Patterson gets in the secondary past the 35. You see the numbers. Iowa 6 for 9. Sullivan wants to throw, will take off. Now stops, throws. Is it intercepted? It is. Toriano Pride.
See, I think he thought he was going to get loose again. That time, Corey Flagg was waiting on him. I'm wrong. He was trying to get it to Reese Vanderzee. He had Lachey earlier.
Underneath to Roberts. Broke a few tackles, and he's out of bounds near midfield. And flags come in at the end. The coaching staff wanted them thrown, and they were.
It's just a late shove. He's already out of bounds. You ran him out of bounds. Now watch this late. I got to tell you, there ain't much there. The first look at it made it look a lot worse. Ah, see, it's, you know, they call it maybe on Schulte.
Daniel Blood running in motion. Instead throws the middle of the field and uncatchable for his big tight end. Still in the game.
Had him. Pockets clean. Had him. Ball's a little high.
Freshman school record 22 field goals on the year. He is 4 for 7 from 50 plus. This is from 51 to tie the game. And I tell you what, that looked like an NFL kick in this NFL stadium. See, is it a design run? It is. Nowhere to go for Sullivan. Mizzou sniffs it out. Tristan Newsom there immediately.
There was no edge blocker.
And another punt for Reese Dakin. This is a cannon. And it sends Daniel Blood back to the...
None of them are able to line up right now for the Mizzou offense.
Now he's got a 4th tailback in the game. Tavares Jones going streaking down the field and making the catch past the 40. I haven't called this guy's name all day. The sophomore from El Paso.
Great game so far by 45.
Brady Cook all day. Laser down into Iowa territory to the 45 to Marquis Johnson. And with that completion, Brady Cook goes over 9,000 career passing yards. Johnson is injured.
To get out there and stay on the field for his team.
He's had the game of his life. He only had 230 yards receiving on the season. He's had 122 today. But if he can't go, then you've lost Johnson, Weiss. You don't have Burden. You don't have Norfleet. Coach Drinkwitz has to go deep into his bench. There's Weiss. Hit at the end of the first half. Cook, a new complement of receivers, finds Logan Muckey. That's Logan's first catch of the year. Marquis Johnson's in the game, but he did not know when to move. Cook wants it all. Throws incomplete, and 2 defenders running with him, including Zach Lutmer. They're going to say this is 56 yards, just outside 56 yards, where Luke Bauer will hold it. Brett LeBlanc will snap it. First part's clean, and the kick has enough leg, and it is good. That is Craig's 6th 50-plus yard field goal of the season.
And you can't help but go back to the unnecessary roughness. penalty, Iowa would have been off the field. Instead, they end up ceding a first down to Mizzou. They hit a field goal and then hit another field goal here. First lead of the game.
Brendan Sullivan has only thrown for 20 yards in the second half. So need to use his arm here. Looks down the field. Nothing doing. Falling down. Johnny Walker made it happen. 19-yard dump off from 2nd and 23 to 3rd and 4. Drew Stevens says, give me a chance. Sullivan throws into traffic and caught by Jacob Gill. He is marked right at the marker. The clock still rolling.
Just shy.
They're saying it's 4th down.
Jacob Gill had to catch it in traffic. Iowa needs to get lined up on this 4th and short. They've got the timeout. The clock's still running here.
Sullivan's going to try to sneak it himself. No! Hit twice! Corey Flagg was all over him. Flagg had that initial hit that sent Sullivan backwards.
We're on the field right and I'll make the line of game. There's a turnover on downs. First down.
Missouri's going to win the Music City Bowl.
How's that for a defensive stand?
Iowa will finish the year 8-5. What a privilege to call this football game today. And now for tonight's Capital One player of the game, Brady Cook, leaving the field for the final time, getting a hug from Eli Drinkwitz. 287 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, and he ran it 14 times for 54 yards. Coach Drinkwitz has more wins in his first 5 years at Mizzou than any head coach has previously.
Well, they certainly had to battle in this one. You think about it, you give up the kickoff return for a touchdown, some missed opportunities, some penalties that extended drives for Iowa. And then, of course, here in the second half, the big one was the unnecessary roughness that kept it going to get the first of the 2 field goals.
Alyssa's with Brady Cook.
Brady, you just said before we started this interview, what a stop. Take me through what was going through your mind when you saw Corey Flagg stop them on 4th down.
Yeah, I mean, I had no doubt. That was a team win all the way around. I love seeing Death Row finish out games. They've done a time in and time out the last 2 years, and to see them finish this year on 4th and 1 with a QB sneak and just push them back, that's beautiful. That's football right there.
We've talked so much about your career in Como, how you want to be remembered mostly as a winner. How important was it for you to go out for your Missouri career with a win today?
It's important. 11 wins last year, and we got 10. We got 10 this year. I mean, the whole month, let's go get 10. Let's go get 10. Let's finish. Let's be finishers. And that's what we did. I'm just so proud of that.
What has it meant to you to wear the Missouri uniform?
It's meant everything to me. To the 12-year-old version of myself, you know, I'm living out that little kid's dream. And it's meant everything to me, and I'm just so glad we finished on top.
I know you love to give credit to your teammates. You talk about the foundation that you've laid here and what the future looks like at Mizzou. How about a guy like Marquis Johnson today and the performance he had? What do we have to look forward to in Como?
I mean, he's speedy, he's gritty, he runs routes. He caught a back shoulder after catching a 50-yard post. He goes up and makes plays, and he's a special, special kid. Playing through injuries tonight, playing through cramps. I'm just so proud of him. He stepped up big time.
Congratulations on your last win, Brady.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Privileged to hear both of those voices all season long. Thank you for watching this presentation of college football on ESPN. Coming up next is Monday Night Countdown. The final in Nashville. The Missouri Tigers beat the Iowa Hawkeyes 27-24. So long from Nashville.